Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to an updated version of the essential items you need to become a better assassin. Specifically, this is going to be mainly aimed at Hitman 3 and all the unlockables within Hitman 3. I will chuck in a couple of bonus ones as well from Hitman 2, but I'll get to that when I get to it. So specifically aimed at Hitman 3, the first item you should be getting is the short baller or the silver baller, any variant of that. I do recommend the gold baller though, because you can easily unlock that the most easiest out of all of them. So this is a tactical pistol with a custom slide with a short suppressor, low rate of fire with high damage, suppressor with steady aim perk, so it's the most accurate pistol in the game as well. So I wouldn't recommend getting this. Like I said, I would recommend getting the gold baller version though, because it is a better looking pistol and it's easy unlocked by completing the Carpathian Mountains missions, and once you completed it, you'll unlock the gold baller. So sticking with the pistol category though, I do recommend getting the Calma 2 Tranquilizer. It's a South African produced dart gun, will sedate anyone it hits. And the special thing about this, by the way, it's unlocked in Mendoza at level 5. But what the special thing about this is if you shoot somebody with it, it will knock them out in front of people. And even if their body is found, it's not going to spoil your silent assassin rating, which is why it's such a powerful tool in 47's arsenal. I'm going to show you how that works really in Chongqing. So you do unlock this, like I said, in Mendoza at mastery level 5. You have to complete some challenges for Mendoza, you'll be able to unlock this Tranquilizer. So this is an example in Chongqing. So there's two NPCs right here. I'm going to shoot the guy right there. As long as you don't get spotted as you are doing this, you will still retain your silent assassin rating even if the body is found. So keep an eye on the guns next to the mini-map down the bottom. It's green currently, so once she sees the body, there she goes, she saw the body, and she will go off and tell the guards about it, and they will say it's an accident. So technically it basically works the same way as a accident kill, except it's a sedative, so they can be woken up from it, but unlike knocking somebody out with just your bare hands or using a melee tool, their body will be found and it will spoil your silent assassin rating. But with this Tranquilizer, even when the bodies are found and they're woken up, they won't spoil your silent assassin rating. So that's what's really cool in this particular weapon. Even you can, like I said, they can even see someone get knocked out right in front of you, and as long as they don't see you doing it, you will still retain your silent assassin rating. So it's a really powerful tool to have in 47's arsenal. It's an item that I highly recommend you unlock as soon as you can. So again, it's unlocked at Mendoza at mastery level 5. So go ahead and unlock that. Next essential item I recommend unlocking is the Sieger 300 Ghost Sniper Rifle. It's a unique ghost variant of the Sieger 300, designed for high precision, high damage engagements at all ranges, and in modular fashion, which allows for extensive customization. It has subsonic rounds, which means it's basically silent completely to NPCs. It's got a suppressor, so it's a quiet, and a marksman perk, which you could slow down time, and it's got an extended scope of 4 times. So it's the best sniper rifle in the game, contrary to what people tell you. It is the best sniper rifle in the game. It's only available to unlock though by completing a escalation in the Marrakesh nighttime bonus mission, so you need Hitman 1 access pass to unlock that. If you don't have Hitman 1 access pass to unlock that though, I do recommend getting the Hackle Leviathan Sniper Rifle Covert, which is unlocked in Chongqing at mastery level 20. So it's a slightly worse version of the previous sniper rifle that I've just mentioned. It has a 4 times scope though, and it has piercing rounds, but it only has 4 rounds to the magazine, and it's a lot slower and clunkier to use, but it is the best sniper rifle in Hitman 3, aside from the Sieger 300 Ghost. So if you're going for a sniper rifle and you don't have the Hitman 1 access pass, you need to go and get this one. Next thing on my list though is the Krügermeyer Silver. And this is exclusively locked in Hitman 3. You can unlock the gold version in Hitman 1, but for Hitman 3, this is unlocked at in Mendoza at mastery level 10. It's a silver variant of the Krügermeyer, low velocity, small caliber pistol, and the special thing about that pistol is the rounds are completely silent to NPCs, and it's just a really cool item to have. Next thing on my list is the any kind of briefcase. It's a free melee, and you may as well use it and bring it along with you in any kind of like setup. Bring a briefcase. It's literally a free melee for you. One of the best things in the game is the lockpick. This is the Mark III variant, but any lockpick will do. They'll do the same job. The Mark III variant is unlocked in Dartmoor at mastery level 2, and it's obviously what it does. It unlocks any locked door that isn't a swipe card door or one of them cameras doors. So whenever I'm doing tackling a contract or in pretty much any map, this is the item I'm always going to bring, and it's one of the best tools in the game, if not the best, most powerful tool in the game. Other tools that you can unlock though is the electronic key hacker Mark III. It's an electronic key hacker that is inserted to a key card reader to bypass the lock. It can only be used once, and it has a signature Mark III lock. You have 3 of these, I think. You have 3 uses of these, and you can unlock that actually in Chongqing at Mastery Level 2. It's specifically ideal for Hokkaido, so it's good to open all the doors on that map. But the best item in the game, I think, is still always the coin. It's useful in every map, in every situation. Every time you need a distraction, the coin is always the best one for it. So yeah, make sure you are bringing the coin to nearly all situations. Next thing on my list though is the lethal syringe Mark III, and this particularly is unlocked in it's Berlin, Mastery Level 15 that is. So it's a syringe containing a single dose of lethal poison, which will eliminate any target immediately, and it has a signature Mark III look. So this is a sample of it in action. So I'm going to use it on Tamara Vidal. So I'm just going to distract her here at the start and get the invitation of Diana, and then I'm going to take her out. So the good thing about these syringes, the lethal syringes in particular, is if you stab them in the back with the syringe, and the body gets found, you won't lose your silent assassin rating. It's like the Camel 2, except for this is a lethal one. So imagine a lethal Calmer. That would be ridiculously overpowered. But I'm just distracting all the NPCs here, so no one can see me stab her in the back. But when she gets eliminated, you know, and everyone's looking at her as her body falls down, there you go, target eliminated, poison elimination, and the guards will say it's an accident. So it's a really powerful tool to have in your arsenal as well. If you haven't got a syringe, then you are doing it wrong. You absolutely need a syringe, especially if you're going for silent assassin rated. It's a great way of getting rid of your targets. The only downside is you need to make sure they're isolated and no one sees you doing it. As well as the emetic syringe as well, this is a good tool to have as well. That's unlocked at Chongqing at Mastery Level 5. So the difference between that and the lethal one is this will send people to the toilet, so you can give them like a free accident kill by drowning them. Lethal Poison Vial is another great tool to have in your arsenal as well. This is unlocked at Berlin at Mastery Level 10. And a good use for this is basically works the same way as the lethal syringe. So if you've got food or drinks that you know your targets are going to drink from, go ahead and poison it. And by the time they actually come back, they will be taken out. And it will be an easy kill for you. And a free kill, essentially. So right here is Carl Ingram's glass of whiskey that is in Dubai. And what we actually did is poison it with the lethal poison vial, which is, like I said, is locked at Berlin Mastery Level 10. Powerful tool to unlock. You can use this on any target. And this is right in front of the guard right there, and the body is found immediately. But the guard will go ahead and say it's an accident. Again, really powerful tool to have in 47's arsenal. It's very useful in a lot of situations, especially for looser targets. Next thing on my list is the ICA Remote Micro Taser. ICA Remote Micro Taser is a device that sends out an electrical surge upon detonation, remotely triggered. And the good thing about this as well, because it's micro, the NPCs cannot see it, which is a great tool to have. So here's an example of me using it in Whittleton Creek. This is a Hitman 2 mission. So I'll put this in the mailbox right here. This is outside of Nolan Cassidy's house. He's going to see that, and he's going to open the mailbox, and he's going to take it out. He'll take out whatever you put in that mailbox, by the way. And the good thing about the micro taser, because he can't see it, he will put it in his pocket. Like, he will see it, but he can't, if you know what I mean. So he'll put that in his pocket, and once you trigger it, it'll be an electrocution kill. And it's, again, because that's an accident kill, it's essentially a really good way to take out Nolan Cassidy for Whittleton Creek. The other cool things you can do with a micro taser that you can't do with a normal taser is you put this in puddles of water and you can electrocute people. You can do that with a regular one, but because the micro taser cannot be spotted by NPCs, it's not going to ruin your accidental setup. And I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about a little bit later on in this video. But for this first little example here, if this was a regular taser, he'd drop it immediately. But because it's a micro taser, he sticks it straight in your pocket and you can remotely trigger it right there in front of his bodyguard. And again, the bodyguard will say it's an accident, and it will pop on the screen as an accident kill as well. It's a really handy tool to have in a lot of situations. You can even use this inside your briefcase, or set it up and put it up in puddles where you know targets are going to walk into, or you can create your own puddles with overflowing the sinks. Next thing on my list is the Seeker 1. This can only be unlocked in Hitman 2 mission called Haven Island, And you unlock that by getting to Mastery level 10 in Haven Island specifically. And it's a powerful tool to have. I mean, when it's basically you've got the Calmer 2 Tranquilizer that sedates people. This actually just makes them go into the emetic state of them trying to, they feel sick, they go ahead to the bathroom, and it gives you an opportunity to isolate people or get rid of NPCs to get them out of the areas so you can isolate your targets. So this one specifically is going to be Don Yates in Mendoza. So if we took him out there, you only get 2 darts though, by the way, but he's heading to the bathroom to be sick in the toilet or puke up, and it gives us an opportunity to drown him. And again, it was a really cool tool to isolate your targets, pretty much in any map you choose to. And even though he's got 2 guards, they won't follow him into the bathroom, and that's another good thing about this. And it's like I said, it's more powerful. It's better than the emetic syringe. With the emetic syringe, you have to make sure that you're up close and personal, but when you have this Seeker one, you can basically, as long as you're not getting spotted as you're shooting it, it's essentially a great way of just isolating your target and getting an easy drown kill in there. I'm going to show you another example of this a little bit later on as well. So, very powerful tool, but you will need the Hitman 2 Gold Edition Access Pass for this to unlock this tool, as well as this one as well, the Remote Emetic Gas Device. It's a remotely triggered device that releases an emetic gas upon activation, and this will make anybody nearby nauseous and sick, so it emits a massive gas of emetic gas. And this will send anyone else to the nearest toilet as well to be sick in. Here's an example I've got for you. I made a contract of this earlier to highlight this, so you have 2 targets in the middle of everywhere, like there's loads of NPCs around. They don't move unless we set this up. So the best thing to do is bring along your briefcase with the medic device stored inside it. We're going to take it out of the briefcase and then conceal it back into the briefcase, and that allows us to use the gas device while it's in the briefcase itself. I pulled out the remote trigger, gassed them too, and they both head to the bathroom. This is an example of me using the Tranquilizer, the emetic Tranquilizer, and the micro taser as well, by the way. So this is a great showcase right here. So they're going to head to the bathroom. The only problem is this guy here is going to be a bit of a problem. So what we're going to do is take out the Seeker. That's going to make him sick in the nearby bathroom as well to get him out of the area. So we'll have 3 people puking up in 3 different toilets. And we use the Seeker on him just to get him out of that second cubicle, because if we turn on the faucet that's going to be in the first cubicle, then he's going to hear it. So that's why we have to get rid of him. So it's a good showcase of the Seeker one. I'm not necessarily having to drown him, but we want to get him out of the area, and that's why we use the Seeker right here. So the first NPC is going to go in the first bathroom. The second NPC is going to go into the second bathroom. So if we wanted to go off and mince somewhere else and go and do something else, we can set up a trap by just overflowing the sink right here, taking out the micro taser that I mentioned earlier, just dropping it or placing it on the floor, and then walking away and activating it on the remote. She'll walk over the puddle, or if the puddle's big enough, it'll go ahead and electrocute her, so that'll be an accident kill. As with the second target, we can go ahead and drown him. And like I said, even if these 2 bodies are found, it doesn't matter. They're both accidental kills, so it's not going to ruin your silent assassin rating. That third guy is still occupied, so he has not got any awareness of these 2 that have died at my hands. So yeah, but overall that's it, and they're all the essential items you will need to become a better assassin in Hitman 3. And like I said, I was focusing mainly on the Hitman 3 unlockables and on the Hitman 3 maps, the uses. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. So they are all the items that you are going to need. And thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, if you want more videos like this. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon, or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below, or clicking the link in the description. And I want to say a big shout out to my Psycho Assassin members, which includes Paul Lilly, Argiel, Mark Davis, Constantine Mueller, Nizai Blake, and Wandering Wendy. Appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.